I have no freaking idea if I'm in focus, but I'm going to go ahead and film this because Windows 10 updated on my computer and now my computer is not recognized anymore by my camera. So let's just go ahead and do this. Hey everyone, my name is Rochelle and thank you for stopping by Vape with me. I'm going to be doing a little bit different of a video today. Today I am kind of showing you how I'm going to set up a device I'm meaning to give to my husband. Now, we have both been smokers for many years. I quit 8 weeks ago. I'm no longer a smoker. I'm a vapor, and I've been really getting into devices, flavors, e-juices, all those kind of things, which you guys will see on my channel. But June 1st, my husband stopped smoking, and he was getting frustrated with vaping because he was getting really bad throat hits. Now, I had set him up on several devices that I thought worked for me. Not everybody's the same. Vaping is subjective when it comes to taste, likes, dislikes. That's why I think I created this channel, is because I wanted to kind of get you through those bumps and, you know, mistakes and little hurdles that I've gone through. But now I'm going to show you what I'm doing to set up my husband. Now, again, he is more, he was having trouble where he was wanting it to feel like hitting a cigarette, which is kind of difficult when you're looking at some of the starter kits out there. Sometimes you're going to get those really bad throat hits because they're a little too strong. You know, those e-pens are great, but he wasn't satisfied for that. So I went to my local vape shop, which is called Vapor Station here in Central Ohio. They have several locations, and the two gentlemen there have always been so amazing to me. So if you guys are watching, hi. But I kind of explained my problem with him. Number one, he needed a higher level of nicotine. I was on a 6 for about a month. Now I'm down to a 3. He was on a 6. It wasn't satisfying his need for nicotine, so we're bumping him up to a 12 today. But went in there, basically asked, I need something with a very restrictive hit, something that's going to be more mouth to lung. He's a mouth to lung vapor, and all this information and advice was actually given to me at my friends with Vape Shack. So thank you guys if you're watching as well. If you guys are new to vaping, want to just be part of a community, want to go somewhere where you can ask openly questions and get some great advice, the link will be down below. For Vape Shack, we do, you know, live streaming there, all kinds of great stuff, and it's a great community that you can get a lot of help if you are new, or even if you're intermediate or experienced. It's just a great community to hang out with. So again, that link will be listed down below. But back to the reason why we're doing this video. We are going to set up a brand new device for my husband, and then in a future video I will do an update in regards to whether it worked for him, because we do not want him back on the stinkies. So yeah, and right now we're fighting that fight. So first thing I picked up was a mod. He wanted something very simple, no brainer, not a whole lot of, you know, bells and whistles to it, so that he could, you know, feel as though he was getting that nic fix and it wasn't overcomplicated. I think, you know, sorry guys if you're watching this, but men, you guys can be stubborn and you don't want to be told what to do. So we picked up the I picked up the Eleaf Istick 30 watt. Does come in like 4 different colors. Looks just like this. Nice, cute, mini. Nice feel in the hand. Very small. In here it comes with your USB cord and a Ego threading connector, which I don't know what the hell that is, so I'm not even gonna bother with it. Maybe just so you could hook onto like one of those, you know, mech mod looking type sticks, but whatever. So really simple. 5 clicks gets it turned on, which I'm gonna turn it on right here. It said it had a full battery, but we shall see. Right there, it's already set at 30 watts. We're going to turn that down because him vaping at 30 watts wasn't all that pleasurable for him, but he was comfortable at 25 the last time we checked. And the tank I was recommended was the Aspire Nautilus. Kind of, again, you got a nice drip tip on there, which is going to resemble more of a cigarette type thing versus, you know, a wider, what are they called, chuck tips, something like that. I will type it out right here once I figure out what the name of it is. But really nice, very sleek tank. It comes with 2 separate glasses. I heard these glasses break easily, so I would suggest, you know, one of those little rubber rings to go around it. It does come with an extra coil there, so I'm just going to go ahead and take this out. Looks just like this. Actually really sleek and pretty. This is a bottom fill. So you're going to want to take this off here. Again, we're not getting super technical on this, or detailed. There's plenty of reviews out there if you're looking for the technical stuff. This is all about how we set it up, how it vapes. Is it going to be good? That kind of thing. You know, us beginners can't get all too technical. We're just trying to, making sure we're not smoking. So, comes apart just like this. Again, that glass does seem, a little flimsy. Now, reading the manual with this, it suggested not actually dripping into, straight into the center, which I don't think this, yeah, I think I'm going to have to put this coil on here. So you're going to take this out, make sure you put the coil in to your tank here. Am I doing this right? Again, we're learning here. What the hell? Seriously? Oh, there's already a coil in there. Duh! So anyways, your coil is right there. You can unscrew that here. So you don't want to put anything to the center. Again, it's going to come straight out your drip tip if you do that. But you do want to prime your coil. So it's going to allow the liquid to absorb a little bit quicker. I do suggest, letting it sit for a few minutes. But how I prime my coils, I am using the GI Juice Tobacco Road in 12. Now this, I was actually looking for Space Jams Eclipse, but they only had it in a 6. I guess it's really, really popular and sells out pretty quickly. Yeah, this is like a coffee tobacco, so if you're just quitting and you still feel like you need that, like, kind of trick yourself that it's a cigarette, this would probably be a good one to start. So what I do is I go ahead and drop right into the middle here. Just a few drops, let it soak and saturate, and then I put a little bit around these little holes so it kind of absorbs a little quicker. It can be a little messy, so just forewarning. And filming, trying to do this isn't that easy as well. So we're going to go ahead and thread that back in there, make sure it's super tight. Don't want to have a loose coil. And then I like dripping just a little bit more into the middle because it's already been absorbed, just so that it'll soak a little quicker. Alright, now we're done with that. I'm going to set that aside, and then we're actually going to put this in. Well, most of your droppers or unicorn bottles are pretty easy to get into a tank like this. It just, kind of put it down the side here. It does have numbers on the side. It goes up to 5 mil that you can fill this up with. And I'm going to fill it up all the way this very first time because this is really the only flavor he likes. As you can see, I've done some experimenting with some liquids back there. And he straight is into the tobacco flavor for right now. I'm sure he'll start experimenting with other flavors once he can quit, kick the habit and is solely down for vaping. So, well, let's just do one more. Why not? Put that in there. All right. So we're going to take the top and screw that back on, making sure it's pretty tight. Not wanting to force it. Again, that glass is going to be fragile. You don't want to break that. And then you got your airflow down here. Which again, it's not a crazy amount of airflow because it's supposed to be more restrictive hit, which is going to be great for new vapors or someone who wants, to still have that feel of a cigarette. And I got e-juice all over my hand. Right, so we're going to let that sit. I'm going to go ahead and screw that onto our little mod. It's kind of a little sexy, I think. Again, you don't ever want to see something look sexy if you're trying to get your man to start vaping. It's manly. It's a manly mod. Alright. Got that on there. Now, one thing I will tell you is if you go to take your first hit and you taste that it's like tastes a little burnt, that's because your e-liquid has not soaked into your coil long enough, so you're going to want to let it sit just a little bit longer. And what I like doing when I first put a brand new coil on, and I'm going to drop the wattage all the way down. Let's do it down, well, not all the way down. Let's just do it on 15. Now, without doing the fire button, I'm going to go ahead and take a pull off of it without hitting the fire button. What I'm trying to do is draw that liquid into the coil, get it to absorb a little faster. Alright, so I'm going to let that sit just for a minute, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a vape of my device that fell on the floor. And what I'm vaping on right now is actually going to be part of an Happy Juice box that I'm going to be reviewing right after this. And this is Relentless. It's Restive. It's a cookie a la mode in 3 by Restless. Looks just like this. So if you guys are interested in seeing a review on another subscription box I think is absolutely amazing, I'll tell you why in that review. Stay tuned and that will be coming. But I think I'm going to post this one first just because I just posted a subscription box and also a juice review, so maybe a little bit different. Let me know if you guys like this kind of review too. Alright, so it's been sitting a minute again. It's at 1.7 ohms and I'm going to do it at 15 watts. Oh yeah, it's tobacco. But you still get that hint of coffee in the background. And I seriously need to put my notifications on vibrate. I've been posting a lot on Instagram. I'm getting a lot of notifications. So after you do it once, I go ahead and kick up the wattage a little bit more. I'm going to kick this up to, let's do 20. Right? Ooh, that nicotine's a little strong for me. But then again, I've been doing this for a little bit and I'm down on the nicotine. So it hit well at 20 watts, which I think I might keep him there. But I'm going to go up to 25 just to draw it in just a little bit more. And then we'll let him decide where he wants it. Let him make a decision, you know? Alright, got it at 25 watts. Definitely get a little bit of a throat hit with this, but then again, you gotta remember, I've been used to vaping on things like this where it's more open, and god damn, I'm getting blown up. Anyways, so again, if you're looking for more of a feel of a cigarette, you know, that hit, I definitely suggest, you know, probably taking this down to about 20 watts would be good for a starter. I'm really getting used to the tank in here, but this, with it being more restrictive, definitely I think is going to be great for that beginner. Again, if you got, you know, you're stubborn. I actually saw a woman that was on in the shop while I was there, and she just said, you know, I had a stressful week. She started off with one of those e-pens. It was frustrating her. She felt like she wasn't getting anything. So they actually upgraded her to an iGo and, you know, recommended to her to actually drop down the nicotine level because it hits a little harder. But again, the whole e-cig thing, we've tried that. My husband doesn't like it, so we're giving this a go. I'm going to give it one more vape. Yeah, not like this. The cloud production on this is not going to be as great, again, because we're restricting the airflow. But again, this little setup here, I will list the links of, not links, you know, the names of the product I have down below. Again, always support your local brick and mortars if you can. Again, the guys at the vape station, if you have one in your area and you're in Central Ohio, are amazing. They're very, very supportive. Will really take the time. They'll even set it up for you if you want to, which they offered. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and go home and film and kind of, you know, show my oopsies to you guys in case you're interested. So, yep, I opened up the airflow on this. Let's see if it makes a little bit of a difference. Yeah, opening up that airflow actually works. So I think this is great. You can get this set up for less than $100. It's totally worth it. Just think about what you're spending in cigarettes. You know, calculate what you do in a week, and if you can afford it, get it from your brick and mortar. If not, there's some great deals online too if you're willing to wait. So that's pretty much my thoughts on this setup and how I'm setting it up for my husband to get him to quit the habit permanently, hopefully this time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave any questions or comments you have down below. And as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. Stay tuned to the next video. Until next time, bye.